moving on to the next question. The conflict in the Middle East is only escalating, and there's increased risks of a wider war going forward. So, how do you see America's role in the Middle East? How do you see America contributing going forward? And where do you see this conflict going? Especially given the context that the US has come full on the side of Israel on this issue. And so, where do you see this going?
No, I mean it's been very difficult to see. It's been very sad to see. I don't know the whole history because I it seems like there's like decades, centuries of old history between both. So I don't know where it actually stemmed from. I don't know if we will ever really find out the truth. I know there's if you depending on who you ask, there's different stories, but like I love to know where it exactly happened, like what exactly happened. But I mean, it's too late for that. We're here in this point, and it's just very sad to see. I personally don't want to see any side um, lose more people. I think I've seen videos, I've seen the stories. Both sides are very sad. Um, I just like to see that the governments are fighting, um, and unfortunately, the people, their community, are suffering. And so that's where I just don't like that. Um, but I think the federal government could do more. The federal government could explain a little bit more. I want to give the benefit of the doubt towards the government, unfortunately, because I- I've learned as a elected official, there's always different sides, and I might not be able to say certain things on like a specific side because in reality, like that might make enemies for this side, and that those enemies are larger, are bigger, and can come after us, right? And so I can only imagine the federal government how they're responding to this, because I'm sure it's hard. I'm sure they're hard. It's hard that if they pick one side up over the other, there's going to be a lot more complicated relationships and the federal government, international relations than the other if they pick the other side. Um, so I can't imagine that, but unfortunately, I feel like they could still do more. They could still help people. They could still keep Israel accountable for their actions because I think at this point it's no longer fighting to defend themselves. I think it's just fighting till they win. And that's very upsetting to see because it sounds like a um like a someone that is just very is arrogant, is stubborn, is just trying to um make themselves feel like they're gonna win, and it's not ending, and it's not gonna end. It's not gonna help anyone. It's just gonna make it difficult. And at this point, I think the federal government in our country just is waiting to see what's going to happen. And we shouldn't. We should be able to call them out, keep them accountable, and both sides, I would say. But mostly right now, Israel is not cooperating. It's not doing a stopping. And at this point, I mean, I know they probably think I mean, they see the numbers, right? They know that they have the amount of people that they can win. So why get to this point? Why get to this point that you're trying to diminish a group of people that have been oppressed for so long? So that's I wish, like I said, I wish we could do more. I don't know exactly to what level, but that's it's been upsetting to see. It's been very sad to see all the stories and the videos that I've witnessed.